Hello and welcome to Sing It to the World. My name is Daria, I'm a singer and a vocal coach, and today we're talking about all things low notes. How to reach them, how to expand your low range so you have more rich and resonant low notes in it. So stay tuned, make sure you take notes because I'm going to share a lot of useful information with you. Subscribe to Sing It to the World. Let's get straight into it. So before we get into the first advice that I want to give you today on how to expand your low vocal range, let's have a look at something first, okay? I want you to pop your hand here on your larynx for me, yeah? Your larynx, your voice box, where your voice lives. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do a simple siren. A siren is a very basic vocal exercise. The very first vocal exercise you usually start with is basically when you go down, up, down again. So you've got something like ooh, there's your siren. You went low notes, high notes, and back to low notes again. Now pop your hand here for me, yeah, on your larynx, on your voice box, and let's just do a siren together. And I need you to notice the movements that your larynx does when you do so. Let's go. Ooh. And again. Ooh. So what happened? Your larynx on the low note, it went down and then it went up like a lift. Yeah, and then down again. What does this tell us? This basically tells us that on low notes, your larynx naturally wants to go down, low. On high notes, your larynx will naturally want to go up, right? That makes complete sense. Now, judging by what we just did, you may be expecting me to say something like, on your low notes, I need you to keep your larynx low, yeah? That's what just happened, right? The only thing is that we were just singing in our comfortable range. We were not trying to reach low notes that are not currently in your vocal range, right? We weren't doing that. We were just doing something comfortable. Now, when it comes to expanding your low range, it's essential to start adjusting your larynx position, because guess what's gonna happen if you keep your larynx low? You're gonna sound stuck. So check this out. If I sing here, yeah, this is a G3, okay? So I'm gonna sing mum mum mum, yeah, just one note G3 3 times. Now this note is in my comfortable range, so larynx sits quite low there for me, so that's fine, that's absolutely fine, normal, yeah, this is what we discovered when we did the siren. Now, if I go a bit lower to F3, mum mum mum, can you hear that? It's starting to get a little bit, not uncomfortable, but it's like, okay, we're reaching the point where my low range isn't comfortable for me anymore. So if I was to work on reaching an E3, for example, yeah, which isn't in my comfortable range, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna sound lower and lower, and I'm gonna sound more stuck if I don't do anything about my larynx position, okay? If the larynx stays low. F3, yeah? Remember we did that already. Mum, mum, mum. It's okay, could be better, could be a bit more resonant. E3, mum, mum, mum. Can you hear that? It's going a bit there, yeah? That doesn't sound very nice. Keep going, D sharp 3, mum, mum, mum. No. Sounds way too stuck, so mum, mum, mum. There, yeah? It sounds like it's stuck in my throat somewhere. That is because my larynx has now dropped to the floor, basically. It's so low that it sounds stuck. What does that mean? That means that if we want to expand our low range, we need to make sure that we lift your larynx a little bit so that it doesn't sound stuck. So it's really important to understand this with your head first before you sing it, okay? It's crucial. So let's just talk about this again. So you've got your comfortable low range, can start anywhere for you. For me, I'm a female singer. For me, it's gonna be around F3, okay? F3, G3. If you are a male singer, for you it might be G2, F2, A2, depends, yeah? Really depends. If I'm singing within my comfortable low range. Having your larynx low makes sense. It's comfortable, it's okay, it doesn't sound bad, doesn't sound stuck, does it? However, if we want to start moving outside our comfort low range, yeah? We want to start managing that larynx position so that it doesn't go lower and lower and lower the lower the notes go. Now let me sing you F3, E3 and D sharp 3 with my larynx a little bit higher. Yeah, when it sits a bit higher. Like I said, yeah, we want to make sure it doesn't sound stuck. So we are on a mum sound. This is my normal larynx. Mum. Okay, now let me lift it a bit. Mum. Can you hear that it's got a bit more resonance to it and a bit more brightness? Mum. Yeah, it's got that little bit of brightness through it because I'm lifting my larynx up. D sharp 3. Mum. So I sang the same notes, F3, E3, D sharp 3. First time I was just keeping the larynx low and it sounded stuck. Because it just drops. It drops to the floor, we don't want it. We want to manage it. We want to raise the larynx a little bit higher so that you don't sound stuck. That's it. So now the very obvious and logical question is, how do we lift our larynx up? With what vocal techniques? Here's where twang and cry come in. What is twang? Twang is this kind of bright sound, very cut through. You may hear this technique being used a lot in musical theatre, for example. Now, why is it a great technique? Because if done correctly and if used correctly, it can really boost your brightness and, most importantly, in this case, lift your larynx up without you putting too much effort into it. First and foremost, let's find your twang. So imagine you're this witch, kind of cackling witch. You're laughing. That's your twang, okay? Now, remember that twang isn't nasally. It's not that. That's not twang. That's just nasal sound. Now, we want that bright kind of twang, okay? So try this for me. Just go, yay, 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 yay. Make sure it's a bit higher. Remember the witch, yeah? Yay, yay, yay. Very good. Now, that's a lot of twang. That's so much twang. And you'll be like, Daria, that doesn't sound very nice in songs. You'll be right, it doesn't. It doesn't. If you use 100% of it, that's 100%. Now we're gonna be dialing it down as we go. I'll show you how to do that. Let's use 100% twang for now, okay? Yay, 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 yay. Now, little tip. How do you check whether you didn't slip into a nasal sort of sound? When you're doing your twang, yay, 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 yay. If you close your nostrils, yay, 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 the sound shouldn't be affected. However, if you close your nostrils and open them, yeah, don't forget to open them as well, release, and the sound cuts off, that means that you're too nasally. So check this out. Can you hear it? It cuts off. So that means that you've got too much nasality in your sound, and you need to dial it down a bit. Now, back to twang. Yay, 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 not yay, yay, yay. Remember, that's too much, yeah? That's not what we want. Yay, 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 that's enough. Now, let's try it in an exercise. I need you to keep your twang on, make it exaggerated, that's okay for now, okay? Let's go, we're lifting your larynx up. Yay, 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 there's your exercise. And pop your hand here for me again on your larynx. Yay, it's not yay, 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 yay. Very good. Right, let's go. Yay, 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 we're going lower. Yay, 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 keep it twangy. Yay, 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 keep going. Yay, 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 yay. Yay, 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 yay. Yay, 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 yay. Keep going. Yay, 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 yay. Keep going. Yay, 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 yay. We now reach D3 with just a touch of twang. Remember, I was kind of struggling with D#3 earlier in this video, and now we're taking D3. What a result. And that's your twang, okay? Because you're not here, you're not low. Your larynx isn't solo, they just doesn't have anywhere else to go. Do you know what I mean? It needs space. So by you lifting it up a little, you are providing it with movement, you are boosting your higher frequencies, and you get more low notes. I mean, this is what we wanted, right? Now, you can train yourself to have less and less twang in your sound. So, because I can appreciate that 100% of twang is not always appropriate in a song, is it? It might sound a bit off. What we're gonna do, we're gonna try and add a bit less twang. I would suggest you start your practice with a lot of twang and then you just add a bit less and less. So, what is less twang? Yay is less twang. It's still twangy, but there's like 30% of it as opposed to 100%, okay? So you will need to experiment within your voice what amount of twang works for you, because all voices are very different. And for example, for me, for someone who's got a lot of low frequencies in my natural voice, a lot of twang kind of works. Like, I don't dislike it, you know? It works because I've got so many low frequencies that a good amount of higher frequencies actually lifts my voice up a bit. So think about it with regards to your own voice and see what works for you. But I suggest you start with 100% of twang. Now, I've got an exercise here on Sing It to the World, this exercise that we just did, yay, with twang, for low notes. I'm gonna leave you all the links in the description below. Always check the description. I pack it with useful information for you always, every single video. So go ahead and check that out after this lesson. Now, we were working on, let's say, F3, E3, D#3, D3. Yeah, we were going low, 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 low. If you're a male singer, what you can do is you can do literally the same thing, just down an octave. Okay, down an octave. That means you'll try F2, E2, D#2, D2. It's very low, yeah, I appreciate that. If that's too low, up it a bit, a little bit higher. So start on B2, B flat 2, A2. Yeah, you get the idea. Now let's talk about another vocal technique that works brilliantly together with low notes, and it's called vocal cry, or just cry. Cry is this kind of sound. It's a bit moany. It's like you're crying about something. Again, it lifts your larynx higher. You can even hear it, can't you? It lifts your larynx up and it gives you lots of bright frequencies and it boosts them in your voice. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the sound no, I don't wanna do it. No, okay? For your vocal cry. Now, you can literally use the same scale for no. So what we did before, we started on the G major chord and we're just going like this, yeah? No. We're crying about it. And lots of cry, okay? Remember, we're always starting with a lot of cry, okay? With a lot of something, so with a lot of twang, with a lot of cry. Then we can always dial it down, okay? Right, so let's give it a go. Find that cry for me. Just go no, really exaggerate it, okay? Exaggerate. Now, no, good. No, keep going. No, cry about it. No, good. No. Now, very important thing, we just hit D#3. If you're a guy, you probably hit D#2. Yeah, I hope so anyway. Now, the important thing here is that the lower you go, the more horizontal, so like this, I need your mouth to be. So we kind of, no, do you hear that? Because that vertical mouth position is gonna drop your larynx to the floor, okay? And you're gonna sound really stuck. And we don't want that, yeah? No, we don't. Now, no, it's almost like a now. No, okay? There's your mouth position for low notes. That mouth position applies if this note isn't currently within your comfortable range. Because You could just sing no, 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 a vertical mouth position without worrying about dropping your larynx too low, if it's a comfortable note for you right now. However, today we're talking about expanding your low range. That to me says that it currently isn't in your comfortable vocal range, right? So we want to make sure that your larynx doesn't drop too low. Remember, yeah, this is the main thing I want you to take away today. Your larynx can't be dropped to the floor. If you want to work on your low range, not gonna work, not gonna help, not gonna sound nice. All right, let's keep going. No, it's not no, it's no, yeah, right. So, let's try again. This is F major chord. We're gonna hit F3 for my girls. We're gonna hit F2 for my guys. Let's give it a go, yeah? No, 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 no. Keep going. No, 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 no. Watch your mouth position. No, 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 no. Good. No, 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 no. Good. Keep going. No, 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 no. Nice. Now I just hit C sharp 2. I wish. C sharp 3. I just hit C sharp 3. And this note isn't in my comfortable range, okay? It's not. I don't sing there every day. So it is quite far away now from my comfortable range, from the notes that I'm used to singing. Yes, it wasn't like amazing, was it? Let's be realistic. It was just a touch, just hit it, just enough. I wouldn't be able to sing continuously there, probably not right now. But if I work on it, I could. When it comes to low notes, it's very easy to drop your larynx. It really is. Now, what can you do to not let that happen? I need you to sing above the pencil. Now, I don't have a proper pencil, but I have a lip liner that will work. What is singing above the pencil? I'm not gonna take credit for it. I've not created this technique. I heard it from another vocal coach called Melissa Cross. An amazing vocal technique. Completely changed my world, and I'm here to share it with you too. I teach it a lot here on Sing It to the World, and for a good reason. Check this out. So, imagine that you're trying to send your sound above this pencil. We're not going below, yeah? We're not singing no, no, no. We're singing no, 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 okay? You are always trying to go above it, all right? Not there, because that's gonna drop it, okay? No, 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 no. Give it a try. If you don't have a pencil, you can use your hand, okay? There. No, 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 no. Now, let's try this again, and I need you to sing it above the pencil. We've got cry, we've got mouth position, which is horizontal, no, almost like a now, yeah? And you've got above the pencil kind of singing. Right. Start again with the F3, F2 for my guys. Let's give it a go. No, yeah, let's go. No, 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 good. No, 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 cry about it. No, 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 good. No, 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 and that might happen here, and we're gonna fix it. No, no, above the pencil. No, 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 no. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 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 no. Keep going. No, 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 no. Good. One more. No, 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 no. No, I didn't hit that. No, I hope you did. I hope you did. Look, so this was C3, C2 for guys. Really low. That is really low, okay? I barely ever sing there, but I want to know that I have an option. If I want to hit the note, I want to know how to get there. And this is how you get there. You do twang, you do cry. And then, when you've done that overly 100% of cry, and you're happy with it, you can start dialing it down the way we did it with twang earlier, yeah? So, no, 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 it's too much cry. No, 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 no. It's a bit nicer on the ear, isn't it? Yeah, it's not as out there, it's not as in your face kind of technique. Now, I hope you see how twang and cry really work well when it comes to expanding your low range. I'd like you to give it a go. I'm gonna leave you the exercises in the description below. Remember, you can always check the description for lots of information. I always pack it for you with lots of useful things I'd like you to check out. Now, the next thing you can do to get your low notes, and that I would say is a long kind of game. This advice applies to your vocal warm-up. It's a longer kind of game, as opposed to my first advice, which is add twang and cry to it, which is kind of a quick fix. If you want good, steady, solid low notes in the long run, I suggest you need to look at training your low notes muscle within your vocal folds. What does that mean? So if you watched my video on differences between chest voice, mixed voice and head voice, you know that vocal folds come together 100% of chest voice, 100%. They come together really well. So chest voice is your speaking voice, is the voice that I'm speaking with right now. Is this really powerful, kind of loud voice, yeah? That we use a lot in singing. This is probably the register that we use mostly in singing. For that sound to come out of you, your vocal folds, yeah? Two little pieces of muscle tissue, they come together really well like this, okay? Like this. And for your chest voice, which is where you have all of your low notes, yeah? Your low notes live within your chest voice register. We need to make sure that your chest voice muscle, the muscle that is active when you're singing or speaking on your chest voice, is trained really well. And this chest voice muscle that I'm talking about is called a TA muscle. If you're interested, I can make a whole video about voice anatomy. Just let me know in the comments below. All we really need to know right now is that we need that chest voice muscle to be activated, yeah, when we sing low notes, because it is in your chest voice register. Hence why we need chest voice muscle to be active and on point. Now, we know that on chest voice, your vocal folds come together 100%. So what do we need to do to activate your chest voice muscle and in turn then help your low notes? Is we need to make sure that your vocal folds come together 100%. What sounds do that for your chest voice? Explosive consonants like B, G, so B, G, are really good for that, because when you say B, just say that for me, B, 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 and put your hand here, B, 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 B. Can you feel your vocal folds are proper coming together? Yeah, they're coming together really, really well, coming together 100% to make that sound happen. Same with G, 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 G. Yeah, there's a lot of air pressure going on there, but this air pressure makes your vocal folds come together really well to make that really strong sound come out. Now, what I suggest we do is I suggest we take the sound G, yeah, so G, 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 and pair it up with a sound that's gonna lift your larynx a little bit, supporting my first advice to you. Let's take a vowel E, E. E, it sits very forward, doesn't it? It's right here. It's not like it's quite low. It feels a bit lower. E, E lifts your larynx and helps you get the low notes as well. E is great like that. Now we're gonna make a sound called G. G, G, G. I love that sound for many, many reasons. If you watched my K-pop Demon Hunters golden lesson, you know what I'm talking about. It's an incredible little tool for many registers. But today we're focusing on your low range on chest voice register. And this is gonna help us do that as well. Because G is gonna make your vocal folds come together really well, activating your chest voice muscle, and E is gonna lift your larynx up, making sure that you don't sound stuck. Okay? Now, G, G, G. Really pronounce the G. G, 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 G. Lovely. Now, let's try it in an exercise. We can do it on a normal 5-note scale, going down. What we just did today. It's all the same notes, you guys. This is the beauty of it. Let's go from B3 for my girls, B2 for my guys. Let's go. So we're gonna go G, 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 G. Very nice. No twang, no cry, just G, G, G. Okay? And make sure you're singing above the pencil. G, 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 G. Okay, let's go. 2, 3, 4. G, 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 G. Good. G, 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 G. Pronounce the G. G, 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 G. Good. always hit the same spot as twang or cry does. It's so subjective. I'm giving you the gi today because I know that for about 50% of my students that works really well. So there's a good chance it's going to work for you as well. Some of you may find gi not so great. Some of you may find twang and cry not so great. But I'm sure that one of these methods will work for you. Let's move on because I want to give you another option here for your low notes, and I hope it helps as well. Now, option number 3, I just call it make it bright. And we're going to focus on your nasal consonants. What are nasal consonants? Nasal consonants are your sounds M, N, and L. You're humming, okay? Let's focus on that. But you also have N, N, and L, if you wanted to try that as well. Now, pop your hand here on your larynx for me and do a little hum. Can you feel your larynx just gently raising? Yeah, gently. You know where I'm going with this, yeah? You know that this is another way we can just raise your larynx a little bit, not allowing you to drop to the floor, yeah? And what I'd like you to try is this really good exercise called me, 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 ma, ma, mo, mo, mu, mu. We're basically going through all the vowels. Check this out. Let's go from here. A3 for my girls, A2 for my guys. Let's go. Me, 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 ma, 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 ma. And what I need you to remember is to really pronounce that M well, because this is what's gonna help your larynx sort of balance a bit higher. So, let's go. Me, 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 ma, 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 ma. Very good. Think of this for me. Me, 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 me. Not me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Yeah, and really pronounce the M. Me, 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 ma, 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 ma. Good. Keep going. Me, 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 ma, 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 ma. Me, 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 ma, 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 ma. F sharp 3. Me, 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 ma, 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 ma. So, this was your E3, E2 for my guys. Try going lower. I've got a track here on Sing It to the World I'm gonna leave for you in the description below. Try this too. Now again, this is gonna work differently for different singers, for different voices. This is why I'm giving you a ton of options today, so that you can try different exercises, different sounds, yeah? So that you can see which advice works best for your voice. Now remember that nasal consonants will always lift your larynx up a bit. Also, if you pronounce them very well, so it's gonna help your vocal folds come together more firmly, which is what you want. You want that on low notes so that you sound strong, powerful, resonant. Now we looked at lifting your larynx up with twang and cry. We looked at training your low notes muscle, your chest voice muscle within your vocal folds with explosive consonants like B and G, yeah, with the G, G, G. And we also looked at focusing on nasal consonants like to gently lift your larynx up for you to get the low notes successfully. Now I have 2 more points for you, and this is just like a little cherry on top, a little extra advice. To help me demonstrate my last couple of points about low notes, we're gonna look at L'amour de ma vie by Billie Eilish. Now I taught this song here on Sing It to the World. I looked at how to get low notes there as well, because it basically, it starts on A3. I wish you the F sharp 3, best for the rest of your life, your life. Your is E3. So it can be a little bit tricky for singers. Now let's look at the lyric here. You got I wish you the best for the rest of your life. And the first note, which is your A3, most of you probably will find it quite comfortable, but if you don't, what we're gonna look at is do a little glottal attack on that I. Let me explain. I is an open vowel. What does that mean? It means that there's nothing standing before it. So for example, my isn't an open vowel, because there's an M before the I. I is because it just stands by itself. It's an open vowel. Same with, for example, your life. Your, that word starts with a vowel, hence why it's an open vowel kind of thing. Remember, yeah, we need to make sure that our vocal folds come together very well so that your chest voice muscle activates. Glottal attack is when your vocal folds come together first, then the breath comes out. So, A, I, O, can you hear that? That little really accurate sort of sound. That's your glottal attack. Now what I don't need you to do is something like A, O, like really pushing it. No, just a little bit so that your vocal folds come together well. So, I wish you the best. Not, I wish you the best. Because that's too breathy. Nothing wrong with it, but that's not what we want right here, right now. Just say it first. I wish you the best. Yeah, your vocal folds are coming together very well. Training your chest voice muscle that helps us get the low notes. Remember, yeah, from earlier today? So, we're gonna go, I wish you the best. I wish you the best. What I don't need you to do is, I wish you the best. Too much. I wish you the best. Just put something down. I wish you the best. Glottal attack on open vowels is a really good idea in lots of songs, okay? It works really well. Unless your phrase is so quick you can't fit one in. Unless it's like in the middle of the phrase, it doesn't always work. Works really well in the beginning of the phrase. I wish you the best, yeah? First thing in the phrase. So try that. Now the next piece of advice, and that will be my last one for today, is really upping your diction. Diction is how actively you pronounce the words. I wish you the best for the rest of your life. That really gives it energy as well. Yeah, a bit of energy. But that energy helps your vocal folds come together very well, because when you pronounce it like this, yeah, really actively, the air pressure within your vocal folds is just, you're just upping it a bit, which makes your vocal folds come together very well. So for example, we've got your life, your life. So instead of going your life, like in a really kind of chilled way, I need you to go your life really actively, okay? So, check this out. You've got glottal attack on the open vowel. I wish you the best for the rest of your life. Yeah, you're pronouncing it a bit more. Now, yes, you may be like, Daria, that doesn't always fit the song. Absolutely it doesn't. Absolutely. But again, this is one of the ways, one of the many ways that I shared with you today on how to get low notes better. And this is a real song example. So, now, when you've got your life, yeah, E3, if you're a guy, you're probably singing it down an octave, E2, really low. However, you may be trying it, yeah, in the original octave. But look, basically what I need you to remember is go back to that no exercise we did today, yeah? So when we did no, do you remember I asked you to change your mouth position from O, yeah, vertical, to O on low notes that are outside your vocal range. Remember, if it's comfortable, you don't have to change it so much. Because it's comfortable, you know how to do it. However, if for me, yeah, E3 doesn't always go well with me, okay? So I know that, I'm aware of it, and I know that I definitely need to change mouth position here. From if it's like something like your life, your life, when you just say it, that's the natural mouth position, isn't it? Yeah? It's not gonna work here for us because E3 is outside my current comfortable vocal range, so I need to get it somehow. So your is not gonna help. It's gonna drop my larynx further. Check this out. I'm gonna sing it in a dropped way. I wish you the best for the rest of your life. Your life. Did you hear that? Just straight away. My larynx stuck. Okay, just dropped. For that not to happen, remember what we did on the no? No, we did your life. I didn't go your life, I went your life. You're making it more horizontal. Your larynx stays put. It's not gonna go there. Yeah, it's staying a bit higher, which is what we want, okay? We don't want it to drop to the ground. Now, let's pair this up. So, you've got your glottal attack on the I, you've got your life, okay? And you've got good diction. Give it a go for me. Let's go. I wish you the best for the rest of your life. Good, etc. Do you see how it works? If the note is just outside your current low range, you can always get there somehow with twang and cry, with good diction, with glottal attack on an open vowel, for example, with working on your chest voice muscle, with making sure you train it. Think of it as going to the gym. These little two pieces of muscle tissue, your vocal folds, they're also muscles. They need to be trained like anything else. This is why you do your vocal exercises. This is why you don't skip a vocal warm-up. But the most important thing I need you to take away from today is that if you want to expand your low range, you can't have your larynx low. You just can't, because it's gonna drop lower and lower and lower the lower you go, because that's the natural thing for your larynx to do. Remember that siren exercise that we did? This is a normal thing for your larynx. If you don't want to expand your low range, absolutely fine. You can just stay with your low larynx on low notes, amazing. However, if you want to go outside your comfort zone, you should absolutely look into adjusting that larynx position, bringing it a little bit higher, lifting it a little bit, making sure it doesn't drop to the ground with twang, with cry, with your nasal consonants like and with other things like training your chest voice muscle within your vocal folds, your TA muscle, with upping your diction a bit, and with using glottal attack. Don't overuse it, absolutely not. Just nicely, don't push it too much ever, okay? Just enough for your vocal folds to come together really well. So there's all these ways you can try. I've left you all the exercises in the description below. You're always welcome to subscribe to my email newsletter where I share vocal tips straight into your inbox, absolutely free of charge every single week. So go ahead and subscribe by clicking on the link below. And that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope your low notes are going to be resonant, full and rich. And please let me know in the comments below how your low note training goes. Make sure to subscribe to Sing It to the World for more videos. I'll see you next time.